Hey everyone, this is louisity, and for this video I'll be doing a couple of book reviews of two books written by two Filipino authors. And recently I read a couple of them. Okay, one of them is by Samantha Sotto. The title is Before Ever After. So here it is. Here's the book cover. Take a look at it. Okay. So this book is about a woman who struggled about her husband's death, okay, only to find out one day that somebody came to her house and the guy looked similar to her husband, but there's just some certain differences. Now, I want you to read the book for you to be able to find out what those are. And both of them were like questioning about, hey, it seems like, there's something that is wrong, and you have to read this book for you to find out. And then all throughout, their journey, all throughout their discussions, they find out that things don't seem to be what they actually thought that it would. So this story, I kind of compared it a little bit to the book that I read about several months ago by Lauren Kate. The title is Fallen, wherein there's a lot of different sceneries and different like stories in different areas. In this book, Max, Shelley's husband, talked a lot of stories in different settings, and it's actually a breeze reading those stories. If you're not really into like flashbacks or like interweaving kind of way of stories, it might not exactly be what you would be looking for, but I'm actually finding it cool that Samantha Sotto was able to pull off something like this throughout the book. You're just so curious about what's going to happen, and a lot of emotions were here. It's like it's what life is. It's very colorful. You thought that everything was so happy, but then again something happens, which is reality. Like, even in the so-called happy situation, something tragic can happen. And now you gotta read it for you to be able to know what I mean about that. So, yep, Samantha Sotto, kudos. I can't wait to read your other book that you just recently wrote. Yep. Sorry about the little stutter. Put the comments if you wanna like suggest on how I can improve. Okay then. So the next would be one that I also read recently. I'm not sure though if there's already a film. I haven't really seen articles over the internet that a film was released, but I saw like a movie tie-in cover version of the book. It's written by f.h.batacan. It's entitled Smaller and Smaller Circles. You would see in the movie tie-in Nani Buencamino, and I believe that's Sid Lucero. Correct me if I'm wrong. Put it on the comments, okay, if I was wrong. Alright, here's the cover. Now, it's interesting because, like, I bought this for about 400 pesos, and like the other versions of it, the blue ones that are smaller is worth I think 699 to be exact. I don't understand really the difference. I bought this in fully booked during the MIBF in 2016, and because the ones in National Bookstore costs a lot more, it's like almost double the price. So I decided to go for this one, and I like this cover better than the blue ones. Honestly, just my opinion. Don't hate me. Okay, so Smaller and Smaller Circles. It's about these tragic incidents in one of the areas in the Philippines, in Quezon City to be exact. A lot of people know about payatas. Okay, the dump site of like their mysterious crimes, and what was the agenda of like why these kids are being killed. Oops, that's kind of spoilers, but I'm not gonna be getting into much detail about that. Yeah. So, and then there are like two priests who are, they want to give, justice, like, it's not just about all these high-profile people, but hey, give these kids a chance to get the justice that they need, and a lot of which, talked about personal interests, trying to do cases the easy way just to get their fame. Apparently, they're not doing it correctly, so it's kind of backfires them in the end. So it's all about just the shallow things. You know what I'm saying? And the and yeah, it was good that it was resolved. It was something that you would want to grip onto, but I was expecting a little bit more intensity. Like there was a lot of mystery towards the beginning when you read through like the short prose parts in circles. Okay, like in circles, I mean something like. Let me just try to look for one. Hold on a second. Like the way I talk to my candidates, like, well, this one. Take you see it. Yeah, something like this. Like you're wondering, like, who's this dog? I believe it's the killer, but like, who could this be? They talked about how it's really all about the money and it's not about you know um, the quote unquote deeper things. Because it can be subjective to some, and all the other issues that it's not only about the crime, but the other side issues along the way about church, about the justice system is being talked about here, and how justice was served, but not exactly served because it wasn't the real purpose of why they were fighting for it. But then again, it boiled down to the shallow things like money, tax evasion and stuff like that. Anyway, my comments though, like I said, I wish it was more intense. Towards the end, it was a little bit kind of a hostage drama. I don't know, like I felt like there should have been a little bit more intense, I guess, to me. And at the same time, what I noticed is that I realized that well, I'm open to reading, books in different languages, whatever the setting is. Of course, if you read Paulo Coelho's books, most of them are like in the Latin America area, and it's not like I would be able to understand Spanish or like I speak a little bit Spanish, no hablo mucho español, but Paulo Coelho, he's Brazilian, so he speaks Portuguese, and definitely I wouldn't be able to understand Portuguese. And like in this case, it's in a Philippine setup. It's written in English. I mean, personally, because as a Filipino, I would appreciate reading stuff in my own language in a Philippine setup. Like, actually makes me think if I should read those books by Filipino authors, translated by Filipinos themselves, like in Tagalog version or Filipino version. I think I might be able to appreciate them. I mean, like this one, there are like situations here that seem better if it was expressed in Filipino language or in Taglish. It seemed more realistic, and honestly I did feel a bit awkward reading some of the lines because I felt like it was a little bit dramatic. It was the whole theme was realistic, but the way it was expressed, I said, because since it's in English, it didn't sound like it was what really happens. Nevertheless, it's still a good book. Tackles a lot of issues. I'm hoping that f.h.batacan publishes or writes more books, okay, in the future, more crime fiction books, more mystery, more mysterious, more intriguing, and yeah, I just wish her all the best. So I guess that's about it. Okay, so hit the subscribe button so that you can, stay tuned on my other, future book review video blogs, as well as some other weird random stuff that I post from time to time, as well as you can visit my live journal as well. That is louisity.livejournal.com if you want to view my videos in a different way or in a different platform. I mean, that's my blog site. I still like LiveJournal. I don't know why. It brings a lot of memories, as well as check out my Wattpad page. It is louisity. That's my username. On my novel, I'm Always Treated Like a Girl, is still in progress. Okay, I believe, yeah, first 9 chapters are already out, correct me if I'm wrong. Oh my god, it's been a while since I've been typing it. But I actually wrote the book already. I'm just proofreading it and publishing it in Wattpad. So some of the chapters are already there, and I hope you guys would like it. Feel free to give your comments or suggestions. I would really appreciate it. Click the vote, like the star icon, keep on liking it, voting it. If you want to add it to your reading list, I would really appreciate it. And I would really appreciate it if you guys got any comments, any reactions. Put it, in the comment section. I'm not just talking about my Wattpad book, but also my videos here. It's a free country, so they say freedom of expression. Like myself, I'm freely expressing what I want to post here on YouTube. Okay. Oh, by the way, you see those little critters over there? There's Stitch and Dragonite. They're always having a one-on-one. Anyway, yeah. So just stay tuned, and I hope to hear from you soon, guys. Like, I hope you guys enjoy life. And right now, I'm enjoying long vacay for me. Yeah, night shift work is taking a pause for quite some while. So that's what's up with me lately. Okay, we're working tonight, so as you see, it's dark. Anyway, have a good day.